What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bruce Springsteen. And we're now at the proper deep dive stage. Indeed, shout out to Michaela, who has provided a great deal of music, and of course the Bruce catalog. And she mentioned there were only a few tracks left in that personal selection, and it might just make sense to jump to the proper album deep dive. So that's what we're doing, and we're going back to the very first one, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey, 1973. Let me make sure I have that right. Yes, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey, 1973. And the first tune is Blinded by the Light. And I think I know a cover version of this song. There's that... I don't remember the name of the group, but I think there's a famous cover version of this, which, as far as I know, is the one I'm familiar with. Because, I can hear the vocals in the version I've heard. And who knows, maybe they're two, utterly unrelated songs that share the same title. But if they are the same song, the vocal that I'm hearing in my head, I don't think it's Bruce. So my expectation is that that one was actually a cover. In any case, yes, assuming this is the same song, I'm at least familiar with that other version. Now, that may bear no relation, sonically, though presumably lyrically it would be close, if not identical. But yeah, I do have a sense now of Bruce's voice, and his instrument artistry, and his songwriting especially is perhaps the thing which has stood out the most. But again, the arrangement and his vocal range, but also the human quality of his vocal delivery. So yes, I've learned enough about Bruce that I'm excited for this proper deep dive now. Let's get it started with the first tune from his debut album, 1973, which again is Greetings from Asbury Park, 1973, and the opening song is Blinded by the Light.
Madmen, drummers, bombers, and Indians in the summer with a teenage diplomat. In the dumps with the mumps as the adolescent pumps his way into his hat. With a boulder on my shoulder, feeling kinda older, I strip the merry-go-round. With this very unpleasing sneezing and wheezing, the calliope crashed to the ground. Some old hot-hat shot was heading for a hot spot, snapping his fingers, clapping his hands. And some flesh-pop mascot was tied to a lover's knot with a one-knot in her hand. And now young Scott with a slingshot finally found the tender spot and throws his lover in the sand. And some bloodshot forget-me-not whisper daddies within earshot saved the buckshot, turn up the band. And she was blinded by the light, oh, cut loose like a noose, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light, she got down, but she never got tight, but she'll make it alright. Some brimstone, baritone, and a cyclone, rolling stone preacher from the east. He sells deep from the dictaphone, hit it in the funny bone, that's where they expect at least. And some new moon chaperone stand in the corner all alone, watching the young girls dance. And some place on Moonstone was messing with his frozen zone to remind him of the feeling of romance. And he was blinded by the light, oh, cut loose like a goose, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light, he got down, but he never got tight, but he's gonna make it tonight. Some silicone sister with a manager mister told me I got what it takes. She said I'll turn you on, sonny, to some strong. You'll play that song with the funky breeze. And go-kart Mozart Bart was checking out the weather chart to see if it was safe to go outside. And little Whirly Whirly came by in her curly whirly and asked me if I needed a ride. Oh, some hazard from hunters stomped on beers, playing backyard bombardier. Yes, that Scotland Yard was trying hard to stand some dude with a golf cart said do what you like but don't do it here. Well, I jumped up, turned around, spit in the air, fell on the ground, asked him which was the way back home. He said, take a right at the light, keep going straight until night, and then, boys, you're on your own. And now in Zanzibar, shooting stars riding in a sidecar, humming a lunar tune. Yes, and the avatar stepped low, Mark first and move the cookie jar. We're gonna teach those boys to laugh too soon. And some kid in that handicap was complaining that he caught the clap from some mousetrap he bought last night. Well, I snapped the stove cap between his ears. I saw a gap and figured he'd be alright. He walked up blinded by the light, cut loose like a goose, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. Mama always told me not to look into the sights of the sun. Whoa, my mama, that's where you're born now. Ooh, yeah. I was blinded. 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 I was
I am dumbstruck by that tune. I am struck dumb by the incredible nature of that song. First of all, imagine that being the first track on your debut album, like essentially announcing yourself to the world. Now, I don't know, maybe there was a different song released as a single before the album came out, but like for a essentially like career opening song, insane. Like the writing there, the turn of phrase. I mean, in a way, it feels almost like word association, stream of consciousness, and yet a lot of the phrases have clever connections, and the turn of phrase, the actual use of certain words in sequence is incredibly well developed. And then his vocal delivery, it's like he's tumbling over these rhyming phrases with ease, which, like, you know, I feel as someone who talks a lot, and, you know, you learn how to, you know, you're speaking rhythms, and you, at the very least, trip over your words less often than you might otherwise do. The ability to, the verbal dexterity to get through a lot of the passages in that song is incredible. And then before I leave the words to talk about the sonics, and there's a lot to say there, I do feel like the lyrics are notably different here than the other version, right? Like, the chorus tells me it's essentially that other version, a cover of this, but even the chorus, like here it's like, what was it? Oh, like I'm blanking on the word with the deuce. I forget what it was, but the other version, it's like revved up like a deuce or something, and like here that's not what it is. It was like a different word that rhymes with it, and I can't believe in the moment I'm forgetting what the word is. But yeah, I feel like a lot of those phrases and just the density of the lyrics is not the same in the version that I've heard before. So it seems like they kind of, whoever they is, I don't remember the name of the band, but it seems like they just kind of took a selection, maybe just a smattering, and even then, you know, shifted it around and made it, you know, their own song. But yes, the lyrical creativity, dexterity, and density of this was stunning, and his vocal performance of it was equally impressive. So then we get the saxophone wailing away and, you know, flourishing and just putting nice touches here and there. The drums, my goodness, the drums, you know, cycling, flourishing, you know, the ride cymbal doing little snare rolls, and just generally being very dynamic and energetic throughout the whole tune. And, you know, there were other vocals, like backing vocals. It just felt like it was this like florid expression of musicality. And again, to do that lyrically, vocally, and sonically in the opening track of your debut album, that's crazy. That's just crazy. So yeah, ultimately I am, number one, I've been going through that selection of songs, and I've gotten a smattering, songs from different years, different albums, different stylings, and then now we'll be going in a more chronological manner. And thank you again to Michaela, who not only provided a great deal of Bruce's music, but has it all laid out chronologically, all labeled in advance. It's so immensely helpful. But yeah, to get a sense of the evolution of his career through these album journeys is going to be stunning. And again, what a way to start. So let me know what you think of this, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.